Hello, good people of Anchor. I am back. It's been some time. Uh, I may have to apologize because I was away. I was actually grieving, and then recently I had a cold, so my voice is not the same as usual. So I'm still recovering, but I think today I might be able to speak without having too much problem with my throat. So I am back today, and before the grieving started, I had this question in my head, and I have to say that in the last few weeks I managed to actually find the answer. The question is, am I an artist? Somehow, when I started in February 2017 with the recordings and everything, and I was a bit shy, a bit ashamed to say I'm an artist, to think of myself as an artist because to me an artist is someone who's living from his or her heart, making money, which is someone who's famous, and none of the above, if you see what I mean. So I was I didn't know, and then I listened to an interview on YouTube from a French TV program, and there was that famous TV host who was talking about another artist, a singer, and he said something that actually rang a bell in my head, and actually it rang a bell, but I didn't really think much of it until few days later, and I said to myself, well, and with the sadness that I've experienced a few weeks back, almost 3 weeks now. Now I realize I kind of I had to ask myself, what is life? What's the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? And I realized, so what I'm gonna do is just push a little bit the microphone a little bit forward, so maybe the sound is gonna be a little bit better. But yes, what I realized that I thought, well, you are an artist. The way you do your thing, the way you record, the way you create the songs, the way you write the songs, the lyrics and everything, you are an artist because you are just doing definitely not doing it for the money, so as simple as that. But in the way you do it, you just expressing some art in some way, in a strange way, your deepest feelings, things you don't actually you will not talk about if you were asked to. And what I want to say is, I'm not saying that most of my songs has 100% a full accurate expression of what I think, what I've lived, because in most of the songs, I also analyzed that a few months ago, is that in some songs there's three different things. I'm talking about, three different things in the song, and somehow listening again to over 3 albums that are available on the various streaming platform. As I said before in one of my recordings, in on the station, on one of the episodes, I'm just telling a story, and somehow I'm just like maybe telling myself a story that I was somehow to this point refusing to acknowledge. So I found a way to actually say it, sing it, and then I have no trouble to listen to my stuff. And then because I'm listening to it, it's as if I was talking to myself. My unconscious me, the unconscious me is talking to my conscious me, and somehow I kind of managed to make a connection for the first time in my life. And now I realize, yes, I am an artist, and it doesn't matter if I don't make any money. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter whatever people can say. I am an artist because I'm just expressing somehow my deepest feeling. I'm sharing something. And I have to say, I've just finished the fourth album. I have to finish it because I realized that I was telling another chapter of the same story, and the death finalized the last chapter. And I came to a point. I was already. It's a funny thing because before the death, I was already working on the 13th song. Track number 13, and then I had this call. Actually, no, I managed to finish track number 13, and then I had the call, and then I came back. I was confused and dazed, as you can imagine, and then I managed to actually do the last song, because the thing on the track number 13, I laid out the drums, and I didn't like the drums, and I thought, well, the drums, I'm gonna separate it and make 2 songs of one track of the drum. If you can understand what I'm saying. And then after the death, I had to come back and I had to come down again, and then I managed to fit in the track number 14. And track number 14 is all about grieving. And then I just realized I couldn't do anything on this album anymore. So I was going for a 15-track album, and then I said, well, I just cannot. And I am thinking right now that I was thinking that few days ago. I'm thinking maybe I should release the album just before the summer, because clearly it's close to my heart somehow, and it's just that it might be holding on to it might be just delaying the end of grieving. So well, I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be released before the summer. I need to look into it. I need to do the paperwork and everything, but just to say, yeah, I just realized, yes, I thought that somehow being an artist and call yourself an artist was some kind of a badge of honor. And then now I really think that it's something which is rooted deep in you, and nobody can take that away from you, because this is who you are. This is, yeah, who are you? Yeah, I'm an artist. I have to say I'm an artist, and when I think about it now, well, if you go to my YouTube channel, my eyes are a little bit, yeah, I feel like crying, honestly. And yeah, it took me some time to realize that basically I was born an artist, and I kind of denied my heart from I allowed it to be stolen from me because I wanted to fit in society, and then that somehow, as I said in early episodes, this is really who I am, and I'm very glad right now that I finally managed to find myself. So this is it for me for this recording, because the video is not going to be too good, and I wanted to talk to you, especially that's the reason why I'm doing those podcasts in French and English. So I'm gonna leave it to there, and you proud to say that I am an artist. Thank you. Bye.